Welcome to the Top 5. This is a podcast where a group of friends sit around and talk about our top 5 favorites in multiple topics like video games, comic books, TV shows, and movies. We hope you enjoy the show. Hey y'all, welcome to Top 5. This is a real special episode. We're talking about San Diego Comic-Con. And it's just going to be me and Squeaks today. Squeaks! And what we're going to do is going to be kind of like our E3 episode. We're just going to go through all the announcements that we liked, and then we're going to go ahead and name our top 5 at the end. So one thing I've noticed about Comic-Con, I think everybody else is noticing it too, it's just Trailer Fest, right?
Yes, really big on only trailers and just straight media. I mean, I feel like we're losing the touch on fans.
Yeah, a lot of the comics fans, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Jones had some nice announcements and stuff like that from DC. But, it's losing the comic book thing. I mean, there's some things that are getting announced. It has no relationship to comic books at all. You know? It's just some of the things I saw. I made sure not to include them on my list because I don't count them. I just figured that they're people that paid enough money for a booth at Comic-Con.
Yeah, pretty much, huh? Yeah, I didn't think about that, actually. I did watch something that really has nothing to do with comics, but I was excited for it.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it.
There is one extra thing on my list. It probably doesn't have anything to do with comic books. It's Matt Groening's new project, but...
Okay, maybe that's different things then.
Okay. I at least want it to be in the geek world if you're going to be at Comic-Con. I think it's a shared, understanding. So speaking of all the trailers, let's go ahead and start naming some of them. We've got Shazam came out with a new one.
Yes.
Yeah, from DC. Aquaman also had a new trailer.
Yes.
We got some good footage of that. We got Fantastical Beasts 2. What's the name of that? Crimes of something?
The Crimes of Grimwald or Against Grimwald?
I think of Grimwald.
Of Grimwald, yeah, something like that.
He's the Fantastical Beasts expert today.
Yes.
We got The Predator, which is like a predator against the predator. Yeah. I don't know about that. Man.
Yeah, I saw that trailer a long time ago. They made it.
Yeah, there's a new one that they released.
Oh shit! Okay.
Has a little more footage. Wonder Woman 1984. Is that the confirmed name?
No, but it's the only name that we've been hearing though, huh?
Yeah, I kind of like the name. It gets to the point. I guess. And you know what? We're in Stranger Things world now. We want to see more 80s.
Yeah.
So I'm down. So we got some first footage of that. We got Godzilla, King of Monsters. Speaking of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Millie Brown's in that, who's 11 from Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek Discovery Season 2 trailer looks really good. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. We got another one for that. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to give you a heads up. This is my top 5. We got a new trailer. We got a trailer for Glass.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, it looks so good. I'm excited to see Samuel Jackson, be Mr. Glass again. So that's pretty cool. Steven Universe got a movie coming up. The trailer for that. I know there's a lot of fans for Steven Universe. I myself have only seen a couple episodes here and there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the same thing with Adventure Time. It's a kids show with a huge fandom.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of Adventure Time, they got one more season to go, and I've been hearing really a lot of hype behind it. And they're doing a new comic book series for them.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Hey, comic book news. That's fun. Orville Season 2. I'm excited for that. All Arrowverse got trailers.
Yeah.
We got Walking Dead Season 9 got a trailer. George R. Martin.
I did not see that actually, the Walking Dead one.
Yeah. It's a little bit here and there.
George
R. Martin, yeah. He's got a new project that's I think it's on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's Night Flyers.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Looks pretty wicked, huh?
Yeah, the book's been out for a while. The nice thing about that is he's not... Well, he probably will write more about it if he's immortal. But, right now is focused on Game of Thrones. Get that done, please.
Yeah.
He's been putting out side books for a while now, and he needs to really focus up. Doctor Who's had another trailer. You watch any Doctor Who?
No, I watched 2 or 3 episodes of the first season, and yeah.
It's one of those things that I wish I was a fan of it.
Yeah.
The fans that participate in it, it's kind of like Star Trek, maybe a little bit of Star Wars, where they're super uber fans, and it's so much content that's kind of nice,
Yeah, and for how much of the stuff we're into, that's would be darn similar to it. I wish I was kind of more of a fan of it too.
Real related, The Gifted gets another season. Legacies shows off their new trailer. Legacies is a spinoff of Vampire Diaries. That's a really good example of something probably shouldn't have been at Comic-Con. Yeah. Stand Against Evil Season 3's got a trailer. And then we have Lore Season 2 had a trailer. Mega Man Fully Charged gets a trailer.
So, is that a TV series now? Or?
It looks like it's an animated movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Dragon Ball Z Broly
Yeah,
movie
I saw
coming
that,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, you a big fan of Dragon Ball Z?
A little bit. Well, of course, just Z. But after that, it's kind of. I try to keep up on Super, but not as much anymore.
Yeah.
But Broly is just one of the big ass Goku looking guy, so I guess he's getting his own movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trailer showed him like going up against people, and then like eventually Goku's the only one that could possibly stop him.
Like every other.
Classic Dragon Ball Z. That's the thing.
Can't let Vegeta be the guy.
And Dragon Ball Z is one of those animes where it's like, I know you probably should watch the whole storyline, but I'll just randomly pick one and I'll just like kind of get stuck watching it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's getting more powerful now to fight the thing that's more powerful than. I don't understand.
Yeah.
See, again, I haven't watched the whole series. What kind of world are they in? It's always like a desolate desert where they're just like getting big balls of energy around them and firing it off at each other.
I mean,
is that basically it?
Yeah, I mean they show some cities, but when they only show cities, it's always it about to be destroyed.
So okay,
but they're always fighting off in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Dang, I never really thought about it now.
As an outside observer, I'm just always like, it's always in a desert.
Because
they're
I just
always
watched,
doing big energy balls at each other.
I just watched an episode of the Super, which I guess is the newest series, and they're in the middle of the ocean. So yeah, I guess it is always in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
I mean, I guess it's the safest way to go.
Killing it for me.
Sorry. And then something I'm really excited about: Disenchantment by Matt Groening. It's Matt Groening is the creator of Simpsons and Futurama, and this is his new project. And
dang.
I've been seeing like little like still arts and stuff like that from it, and I'm just excited because it's more from him.
Mm-hmm.
He's to me nailed it out of the park both times he's done something.
For sure.
In this one, well, he's also done The Critic, which I thought was really good, but at the time wasn't the right time when it came out. I think if he re-released it, it would have been good now. It's a girl who's supposed to be a princess is going to be married off.
This is a cartoon. I'm
yeah.
guessing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It drawn just like Simpsons.
Okay.
Or Futurama even more so. And then there's like a little troll or goblin that comes with her, which she abandons her wedding day, ends up killing the prince almost. Oh, sure. You gotta watch the trailer; it's funny.
Okay.
I'm already laughing about it because like later on they're like, "You abandoned him," and he's still like on the spot, like, "Hey, I could use some help here," stuff like that.
Okay.
And so there's a little goblin that goes with her. The goblin looks just like Bart Simpson, but green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's like this guy who's like a shadow who you can tell is a demon, and his whole thing is he just wants to destroy Earth, but he's gonna go ahead and tag along with these two on their adventures. And so she's trying to prove that she's a warrior on her own right. So it's pretty cool. And I think the goblin's just there for a ride. It's pretty great. And then so those are the trailers that I noticed. Any trailers I didn't mention you noticed?
Invader Zim, if I'm saying it right.
Invader you are saying it right. How did I miss that? I love Invader Zim.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, what the heck? I didn't know they were bringing it back.
Yeah.
Did you mention Flash, I guess, was getting another season trailer?
Well, I did. Yeah, I did all of Arrowverse. Okay. So that's Flash, Supergirl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vikings released a trailer for season 5, I think, or 6, whichever one they're on.
Oh, I didn't know that there's another trailer for that.
And I think that's all. Oh, we got Titans trailer.
Oh, how did I miss that? I thought. I did miss it. It was right there. I was so excited about Doctor Who. I missed Titans. It's right next to it. Yeah, that was. I'm gonna use profanity, so turn it down, parents. But he says, "Fuck Batman."
Okay, yeah. And people are talking.
People are heated about
so
it.
much shit, but we'll get to it.
I think it's a good point. Well, let's talk about it right now.
Okay,
Why do you think he said that?
So when I saw it, I was like, "Holy shit, this is badass!" Robin,
he's going full Nightwing.
Kills them all, and they're all like, "Oh, where's Batman?" They're like, "Oh, fuck Batman." Yeah. But people are like, "He would never say that. He would never do this." Yeah, but there's a lot of things that superhero universe in Hollywood nowadays would like not do. But we get to see it too. They change characters all the time, and I used to be the guy that's like, "No, I want my Nick Fury this way, like gun blazing."
Yeah.
Or just like I try to want my characters to look the same and do everything. But I mean, I kind of just grasp on it's not going to be like that as much anymore.
Well, and you got to think of the actual change to Nightwing was gruesome. Not real gruesome, but it was a tough change. Are we getting
that, Robin?
That's what happened,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So the first season he's going to be Robin, the second season he's going Nightwing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we're in that phase where he's starting to see that Batman's ways, Joker gets out of jail again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't finish the job. Mm-hmm. So we're getting that transition, Dick Grayson, because this is Dick Grayson doing this. We get that transition of him being Robin over to Nightwing, where he's seeing that you need to put him in the grave to stop them from doing things.
Yeah.
And, he's not as extreme. He does kind of become more lenient as time goes on. Dick Grayson is arguably probably the best Robin. Yeah. I don't know, I'm really a Damian Wayne fan. But
I thought that trailer was way. Well, yeah, it's DC going dark again. But dang, man, that was some crazy cool action. Except I have an issue with Starfire. Why is she? Am I saying that's her name right?
Starfire.
Yeah. Why is she some like super old looking lady? Like I'm like, come on, dude. That's one of my. It's kind of weird, but it's one of my top like female DC characters that I like, and it's like, what the heck?
She's awesome in the animated series. I really like her in the animated series.
The teen animated one.
Yeah, Teen Titans. Yeah. So here's the thing: it is on the DC Universe streaming service, right? Mm-hmm. That's why it's so R-rated. Yeah. But it's part of the Arrowverse still. So the budget's limited on it. So not only is it on a brand new streaming service, that's scary. Yeah. Plus, it's in the Arrowverse, so the budget's already limited on it. You're gonna get a Starfire where they just gently change her hair color.
Yeah, but like, she looks like she's like 40, 50 years old.
The age difference, I think one of the big age differences that messes everything up is how young Raven looks.
Yeah, because
if Raven, they're supposed to be aged out of Teen Titans at this point.
Okay. So we're doing. Okay, well then that changes me a little bit, but except for I don't know, she kind of looks like Oprah. Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, is that Oprah?
It's funny that you got that from it. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, there's the budget. Because the whole time we've been seeing Robin's still images. Yeah. And so I was thinking like, that's gonna be awesome. You know, Robin looks great. That uniform looks really movie quality. Then I'm watching this, I'm like, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Beast Boy to me is a real bad example of how bad the CGI can be.
You think so?
Oh, it looks terrible.
I mean, he only saw him jump off a building, I think it was, or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's another close-up shot where he's doing something, whatever. But I'm just like,
okay,
I don't know.
He didn't bother. So I guess Starfire was the one that bothered me the most. That was driving me crazy. But yeah, when I saw Raven, I didn't know it was Raven until we started seeing it was Raven. I was like, oh, I thought this was just a little tiny girl that was in distress.
I'm happy that they're leaning into Raven because my favorite part about Teen Titans is Trigon. I know everybody really likes Deathstroke. He's also one of the main bad guys. But and Deathstroke's amazing. But I like Deathstroke against the big guys, and he's really good against Oliver Queen. But I think our best bet is a Trigon storyline, and if it looks like it's leaning heavy on Raven, so that's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
It does actually.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Raven and how dark they made her though.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty neat.
Even her being young, it changes things, but her being young, I like that because they're showing her the way kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like they never went full on. I mean, I don't know about the comics, but they never went full on dark with her, like in the cartoons or whatever. To me, like to this dark compared to what is on the cartoon.
Well, in the comics they have in the past, in the older iterations of her, but on the cartoons they're pretty limited. You know what they can do.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, that's all I have for that. But except that streaming service, though, I'm excited for it. And I wanted to pre-order it, but I don't want to spend $79 right now for a service that. I mean, you have to probably pay for that. You have to
pay for the 1 year advance, 1 year.
Yeah, like right now.
I'd
rather wait until you charge me until it officially drops. I don't want to pay $80 for a service that I can't even use yet.
Yeah, but that gives us a bit of a feel for how much the service will probably be. It'd probably be about $8, $9 a month.
Yeah,
because everybody's looking for the price. Well, we finally have a price, and it's the 1 year plan.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's not. I don't have a problem with the price. I just have a problem with paying for it right now to feel like I get entered into the Aquaman contest.
That's what it was.
That's all it is, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Send me a poster or something.
Do I get to hang out with Jason Momoa?
Yeah. Right?
That might happen.
But yeah. But I thought the trailer was cool. Yeah. I like to see Robin just straight up murdering.
Yeah, hopefully it does good. There's a lot of fan videos of Nightwing. You know, people make fan videos of themselves portraying Nightwing. Good content. Always will be. Nightwing's awesome. He's a ground level hero. So I'm happy to see DC actually put some money behind it now.
Yeah.
You know. Some other news that we have I'm buying this, by the way. Okay. Overwatch Nerf gun.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that thing?
Yeah, I saw you tweet that hopefully make a pair, but you would just have to automatically buy 2 of them.
Yeah, if they don't have them in pairs, because what it is, it's Reapers. It's designed after Reapers gun, the white edition ones.
Uh-huh.
So if they don't come in pairs, which I'm hoping they do, because it bugged me to see a kid walking around with one of those. I'm like, go back to Walmart.
They probably do it on purpose.
Because
they don't want to give you a value pack. They're just going to be like, oh, you have to buy 2 of them. And
I'll be buying 2 of them. Yeah, you got to have those and you got to mount them to your wall somewhere. And then in case it's a shooter, you bust out your Nerf guns.
I mean, if I was robbing a house, which I wouldn't do, and I saw somebody pull out those Nerf guns, I'm running away.
No, I mean, I might try to steal them.
Don't me, man.
The other big news we got, I'm really excited about this. There was a small teaser for it, was Clone Wars is coming back.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
too.
they're gonna finish up the storyline, which is really huge. It needs it. It's the story needs to be justified. There's a new app that got announced called Ghostbusters World, and it's basically Pokemon Go, but they're gonna do Ghostbusters with it. So you walk around and you like gotta catch them all ghosts. Yeah,
that's actually I would be more interested in that actually than I'm gonna get hate right now than the Pokemon one actually.
We played the hell out of that too when it came out.
Yeah, I did, and then it died pretty hardcore. But I think it's slowly come back now because of that game that's releasing for the Switch.
Yeah, and my class happens to be like right on a Pokestop. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm like doing work and with the other hand catching EVs. Cloak and Dagger got confirmed for a second season. Have you watched any of the first season yet?
No, not at all.
I can't get into it. No. Joss Whedon, this is big news for a lot of people. Joss Whedon is working on a Buffy reboot. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Man. I can't talk about it. I was never a Buffy fan, so I can't really say much.
I have friends that are big fans that like go into it and like, oh my god, the musical episode is the best. But the thing that I thought was pretty interesting is one thing he really pushes that this is going to be a much more diverse cast. It's going to go with an African American lead and everything like that. So I think that's cool that he's making sure to like modernize it because when you look back, you're like, oh yeah, that was a very white cast. When you think about it,
I guess yeah.
That was very very monotone. Looks. That's cool. He's working on that. New Star Wars books coming out. They're going to be about the prequel. I'm always a fan of some prequel love.
Okay, so like during episodes 1 and 3, or
yeah. So there's going to be a book about Padme, and then there's going to be a book about Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then I think there's one for Grievous, or something like that.
Now you think? Oh, I'm interested in that one actually. You think this is a substitute of movies because of how they're so successful for the Han Solo?
I don't think so. Star Wars has always put out books no matter what time, and there was a point when it was actually the only new content in the Star Wars universe. And a lot of times I always hear the books are better. I haven't really read too many. I read a couple, but I always hear the books are really good. So I'm happy to see that. And I like when they dive into the prequel because I like the prequels. I like that world,
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that. I would like more some Old Republic. How has Star Wars not made Old Republic movies yet? It's same world, but a little bit more of a grittierness to it, but in a better way. How do I explain that? It's like a cleaner grittierness than they're trying to show in the Solo movie.
Yeah. Because even the... what's the new one called from the new movies? The Empire? No, what is it? Oh, from episode 7 and 8. What do they call them? So First Order.
Yeah, First Order, yeah.
Which is basically a copycat of what we get from 4 through 6.
Yeah, it's basically retelling.
It would be cool to go way back then. And
way back when things are so much more different. When there are like a ton of Jedis and a ton of Sith fighters, you know. You have a bunch on both sides. Yeah. And and you get it's much more diverse. You have different planets. The technology is just it's 1,000 years in the past. The technology is a little bit cruder. So if you think like even the lightsabers are a little bit chunkier and heavier and like actual switch on them or something like that. Like that'd be cool to see.
Yeah. Actually.
When things actually need to, when you have an android going around and he's a little bit more shaky and he's not C-3PO. He's actually got a little bit of a spring popping out here and there because things are a little bit not finesse.
Huh, that would be pretty neat.
Yeah. That'd be cool to see. We have, it's not a big deal to me or you, but people do care about it. There's a new Neopets app that they're pushing. You ever play Neopets? You ever check that out?
Neopets?
When I was in school, it was a big thing where you like logged into their website. Oh, you're busting out the Google.
I'm going to look it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
You bust out the website and there was like little mini games, stuff like that. It was like the earlier days of the internet. I know it was real big. Okay. Yeah, and so I remember having an account and doing what probably got hacked 10 times over by now.
They're making an app or a game. What is it?
They're trying to revitalize it with a new app. Yeah.
Okay.
People, some people will be excited about it. Yeah. Iron Fist Season 2 gets a release date, September 7th. Mm-hmm. You stoked for that?
If there's action in it this time.
Yeah, we'll see. I know Daniel's a huge fan of it.
Is he? Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot, and then I started reading reviews of people not liking it. And one of them actually said there wasn't enough action in it for being a karate movie. Or a show. And I'm like, damn, that's actually right now that I'm thinking about it. But I enjoyed it, I guess. So
yeah. Roswell, which is a show from back in the day. You remember watching Roswell? Mm-mm. I watched it. It was really good. It's getting a reboot called Roswell, New Mexico, which is the actual location of Roswell. Roswell is Area 51. That whole like the UFO crash over there, and then they got brought into Area 51. So it made that place famous. So anyway, that was an old show, and now it's going to be rebooted. Called Roswell, New Mexico. They said one of their main storylines is going to be illegal immigrants' story, and how that affects things. Because if you think about it, aliens, like even that kind of aliens, illegal immigrant.
So aliens from space are the illegal immigrants?
Yeah, I think I know that's been done before in the past.
That's actually kind of interesting.
They said that they're going to, so that'll be interesting to see, like, what kind of rights does your alien have?
What the heck? All right, what is this called? Roswell?
Roswell, New Mexico is going to be the reboot.
All right.
Yeah. Star Wars has a new comic book coming out. They've been doing really good on the comics.
Okay, yeah.
They've been killing it.
Yeah.
They get a new one that I will be reading all of them called Tales from Vader's Castle.
Oh.
Okay, and it's going to be a horror comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and what's cool is, so we saw Vader's Castle. It's been something that's been mentioned in the offshoot content for a long time. We finally saw it in Rogue One, where Vader's hanging out. That's his castle.
Okay.
So this is going to be Tales from the Castle, and we'll see him in his home where he gets to just kill people. That'd be fun.
All right.
Yeah. A big surprise from DC was Wonder Woman Bloodlines. It's a new animated movie. It's coming out in 2019.
Will this be on the DC...
DC Universe?
Yeah, Universe?
Everything DC has goes there first, or goes there as well.
Okay.
But this will be... So have you been watching any of the other DC animated movies?
I have actually just recently watched a bunch of them within a week.
That's their best. That's their best film content there is.
And I think it's like, how come they just don't make this a movie?
Yeah.
Like, why are they gonna do this?
Did you see the one where they like assemble to take out Darkseid?
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great version of Shazam. It's a great version of everybody. Mm-hmm. That's the best Cyborg I've seen in a long time. It was great. Yeah. So. And I think they...
That was the first time they teamed up, huh?
It was kind of a... Yeah,
because I was like, oh, shit, I guess they're brand new. But they were kind of like, oh, wow, it's Batman. Nice to meet you. I heard you were famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick, I forgot to say, the Purge TV show got a trailer. You never heard of this?
No.
Okay, so I'm a Purge fan. Even though the movies aren't, like, super good, whatever. But I don't go in there to be super, like...
Yeah, it's kind of like when you watch Saw 17. You're just going to watch Saw.
I just like the concept of it and just... I don't know. I really like it. Just people in masks killing each other, but I like the whole one day in America, whatever the heck. Anyway, I like it. But they're getting a TV show, but it's on USA, though, so I'm a little worried because that's like a HBO kind of gore violence, What are we going to get from USA?
Show, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping from USA, like you see the trailer and it's gory looking, but is everyone that's going to die is just going to be the close-up of the killer's face and then we don't see the action, How they do that sometimes?
I could see that. I think what will end up happening is like we saw in the newest Purges, which I'm fine with a little bit being peppered in, but now it seems like they're leaning on it, is it'll be more about the politics behind it all.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sure. I guess.
Well, yeah, I like it to a degree, but I don't want it to be all about that.
Yeah.
And I think that might be what'll happen. That's a way to get away with Purge with lower budget. Just make it more about the politics.
I didn't think about that. But yeah, they show a lot of violence in it, but it could just be like the little quick scenes. But they were at San Diego too, though. They had a full-on booth, and it says it's like the copy of a logo if you saw it called Party City, that store. But it was I think it was just Purge City, but it was like the same looking colorful cool. Logo. But they had just like Purge gear or whatever that people could buy. It was kind of cool.
That's neat, yeah. All right, so we have Wonder Woman. They're leaning on Wonder Woman. She did really good in the live action movie, so that's good.
What are they doing with Wonder Woman?
The Bloodlines. The animated show.
Oh, so it's about her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, Archer Season 10 gets its name, Archer 1999. So what's been going on in the last few years is every season of Archer gets a new name. And it's a whole new storyline with the same characters.
Got it.
Yeah, well,
okay. Yeah, I was like, hold on, I'm confused. Got it.
So this one's 1999 and it'll be in space. Okay, we've seen Archer go to space before. When he went to go save those people. But this will all take place in space. We don't know what time. It sounds like it'll be in the future, but it says it's called 1999, so I'm really hoping what it'll be is like retro future, like how the 60s thought 1999 would look.
Yeah.
They do that kind of stuff at Archer.
Okay.
Have you watched much Archer?
It's more of a here and there. If it's on, I'll watch it. But not crazy like, you're all into Archer, right?
Yeah, I'm a diehard fan, and I miss the old days when it was a consistent story and they were just spies.
Now it's every day's a new episode? Or every episode's a new thing?
No, every season's new. The seasons have a continuous story, but we have one where it's Dreamland, then we have one where they're drug smugglers, we have one where they're... So it's just kind of a different offshoots every time. It kind of... I just wish they were spies again.
Yeah.
Venom, we got the confirmed villain for Venom.
It's the guy that's like pro symbiote.
It's right. Well, yeah.
There's another villain. Okay.
But the actual like big bad, the villain he's gonna fight is gonna be Right, which is one of the there's 5 symbiote pieces taken off of Venom.
Is that the guy that's pro symbiote? I think
he's the one that's like making the project.
But I heard in a trailer that I can't find anywhere, but someone was discussing it, is that you find out in the new trailer at San Diego Comic-Con is that he is a symbiote himself.
Oh, okay.
So that's just what I heard.
He might actually be right.
I can't see the trailer because I couldn't find it anywhere, actually.
Yeah. So originally there's these 5 symbiote pieces they spawn off of Venom's symbiote, right? One of them one of them's right. And it's like an intense version of Venom, basically. And so that'll be Venom's. We all wanted Carnage, but they're trying not to do that right away. They'll probably hint to it.
Well, we talked about it earlier, is how I don't want to get rid of that Carnage, like not get rid of it yet, because Funko has a good job of, what do you call it? Ruining secrets or whatever. Spoilers, okay?
Spoilers, yeah.
So Funko's releasing a Venom pop with the movie logo on it, but I told you earlier that they're releasing a Carnage one too with that Venom logo on top of it. So we might still, I think, see maybe a little.
I think we'll at least get a teaser. Yeah. I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with. I think they're gonna have a hard time showing the difference between Riot and Venom because they look pretty similar. It's just that Venom's like a little bit more. Riot's a little bit more crazier than Venom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they're both black. They both have white eyes. So that'll be a little bit.
It's like what, a beefier version, right? And kind
pretty
of
much, yeah.
Right now.
Like the eyes are where you can really tell the difference too.
Oh, they're like hecka more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squiggly. From like an artistic point of view.
I wish we wouldn't get something so similar though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Edward Norton's Hulk was just fighting the Abomination, and it was.
Yeah,
like,
I hope we don't do that. I hope they don't mess us up.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. The only ones that ever done that well was when Iron Man fought whatever in the first Iron Man. Like that was a cool, bigger, clearly different version of Iron Man.
Lex Luthor.
Well, pretty much.
The same.
Oh wow. Both balding. You know what? You have something there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I just watched Justice League again, and of course I saw the ending trailers, and I saw that guy that's the new guy that's playing Lex Luthor.
Oh god, he's so terrible.
Yeah. I see him, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, when I think of Lex Luthor, I could put the one from Iron Man 100% just because he's bigger and more meatier, and then like just when he has that presence of like I'm the biggest dude in the room, you know. And this new Lex Luthor, I just can't get behind no matter what.
Well, what kills me is that originally Lex Luthor, they were talking about having Walter White play him. The guy who plays Walter White from Breaking Bad.
I'm down for that. Yeah, I remember that.
How awesome would that be?
Yeah, I remember that. That would have been way better. Way better. God.
It would have been amazing.
Oh my gosh.
He would actually be threatening.
That's like when people are complaining about this new Robin on the DC universe. That's me complaining about that right there.
Yeah.
Just when it comes to that.
We also have the DuckTales, the new DuckTales show.
Oh, no, wait. That's got advertised a while ago, right?
Right. Well, that's already had its first season.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a second. It's been around for a bit. But Don Cheadle's coming in to play Donald Duck.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why? I don't understand why you'd have Don Cheadle come do that. That's a lot of money to spend on a guy to do voice acting, but
that a lot of people could probably do anybody's Donald Duck impressions any day.
Yeah. But I mean, that's cool. Okay.
All right.
Batman's getting a new suit in the comics, and they're actually returning back to the old look. He's got the black trunks. He's got the yellow and black
with the
logo.
Black underwear too, or are we changing
I've seen it. It looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely it's more realistic. Like I really like his new utility belt because it actually looks like a utility belt.
Yeah.
Like he's got like, oh, here's where I keep my aspirin type of thing. It's really cool looking. Fanny pack features. No, but it looks good. It's a lot more down to earth, and it's kind of just it's nostalgic a little bit, you know.
Are we getting this in the Batman Rebirth series or
main storyline? Yeah, Rebirth series. Yeah. Okay. That's what it looks like. Speaking of Batman, and I'm hoping this. I didn't see what storyline this is coming in, but it's from Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok. So this worries me a little bit, but I really like those two. The 3 Joker storyline.
Okay, holy crap! I was talking to someone about this. I did not know. You're saying 3. I heard it 2. So now you're blowing my mind more. They're different movies, huh?
No, well, this would justify the different movies.
Okay, because I was talking to someone about what's the one I'm kind of excited for that's playing the first one that got announced with the actor. What's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was like, man, you put his face and you kind of seen what he's done, and it's like, okay, I'm actually kind of excited for this one. And then I heard there's another one. Like, how many Joker backgrounds are we doing? Like, what's going on here?
In the movie world, we have 2 because we have Jared Leto. Nobody cares about Joker, and we have Joaquin Phoenix. Everybody's crossing their fingers, Joker.
Yeah,
but we have all the Jokers of the past too. Some of the best Jokers ever, right? But this new comic book storyline is called it's the Three Jokers. And
this is a comic,
yeah,
movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So and Jeff Johns, he specifically was telling everybody like, I always thought that there was multiple Jokers. I hope everybody else agrees with me on this. And Batman in the storyline, Batman will find out that there are multiple Jokers working at the same time. That's why he's having a hard time nailing them down. So the original art for this showed 3 distinct looking Jokers, and literally one of them looked like Heath Ledger, one of them looked like Jared Leto, one of them, so that spawned a lot of like, oh my god, this is the movies. Neat. Okay. Yeah. The newest image released actually shows 3 identical Jokers. So I'm hoping that we kind of...
That's lame.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it better if they had different looks and it kind of tied the movie in a little more. It worries me because I like that one solid arch enemy, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this doesn't become like big canon or if it's just an offshoot, you know? So what do you think?
Yeah, it's like small features. I'm seeing like 3 Jokers.
Yeah.
From the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, see that is one of them. It's one of them sitting in a chair and then they're all kind of around.
Yeah, I'd much rather have like 3 totally different Jokers.
The original one was Batman looking up at in the Batcave up at his screens, and it showed 3 different distinct Jokers. That I thought, okay, this would be kind of a cool like side story of tying in all the past movies and Jokers. Yeah. Maybe he finds out that there's other people trying to be Batman. Yeah. And one of them looks like Michael Keaton. Ooh. I'm just saying, that'd be pretty awesome.
I think what's going to happen is that if I just was shooting a plot here, is that Joker, we're going to have 3 Jokers, but the original Joker will have a way to make himself into 3. It's not going to be 3 different people, I don't think.
That's what I think. If they're identical, I can see something like that. Maybe he gets like some sort of technology from like Mirror Master or something like that that lets him do that.
That's what I would say. Man, because I don't know how people would feel about 3 legit. You're right. 3 legit different Jokers, unless you're going to do the plot that you were talking about. I'm totally down for that.
I can see that. Yeah. But I think from what Jeff Johns was saying. Now, if you're not familiar with the name Jeff Johns, you're not too big into comics because he was actually the one ahead of all of DC EU. Like he was making all the DC movies for a bit there. Now he says changed positions. Other people say got demoted to where he's just doing back to his comics job.
Okay.
But he used to create jobs. He's New 52, did a lot of work on New 52 stuff. But anyway, so him behind a project's a really good sign. No matter what happens, this will be a good story because it's Jeff Johns' stamp on it. Yeah. I just hope that it doesn't affect Joker going forward too much because I like that one solid villain, you know? Yeah. So we'll see. All right, any other announcements you can think of?
No announcements. Stuff we could talk about, though.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Shazam?
Yeah, let's talk about. It's actually number 1 on my list of things I want to talk about more.
Okay. Yeah. Was skeptical about it, and I still could be, but it's legit just DC trying to make its Ant-Man or its Guardians of the Galaxy. They want to be something funny in this whole dark universe, and I hope I'm kind of anti of the funniness because it's everywhere.
It worries me.
It's everywhere. It's in Thor. It's in Guardians. It's in Ant-Man, so it's like, man, but we don't really have that much funny yet, except for Flash here and there. It's kind of funny.
And he's kind of like witty. This kid's almost like this feels like a straight up family movie to me now. I was so excited for Shazam because I really like the superhero. Yeah. And he's always had that he's Billy Babs, so he's always had that kid, you know. But man, this kind of worries me because it's like it is silly funny.
Well,
it reminds me of what it reminded me of the whole time, and it's got to be the name is like Kazam. Shaq's
I was talking to my wife. I was like, did you see the Shazam trailer? She's like, oh, the one with Shaq? I'm like, no, not that one. I'm talking about from the actual new superheroes.
It's so funny because the 2 things it reminds me of was Kazam, and then I'm thinking like, wait, this kind of reminds me of Steel 2. So it might be just a Shaquille O'Neal thing. He's on Shark Week right now, so I could just be thinking of that.
But I think it will be serious if everyone remembers that Black Adam is still, which I haven't heard anything different, is being played by The Rock.
Yeah, he is. So just throwing on that real quick, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Let me correct myself. Yeah. He has confirmed that project is still going forward. It'll be a standalone movie just him.
Oh no, is it?
Well, they'll tie them in together, but they're gonna do a Black Adam movie on the side. Oh, that's what the counter sounds like. So they're gonna do a Black Adam movie on the side, and then and they're gonna combine them later on. They want to do it on the side because they might have him be a villain for all of Justice League at some point.
Okay, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with what your last point was. Are we getting him his own movie because he's Rock? Of course we are. It would have been nice to see The Rock as just play a villain in a serious role, which I'm hoping that's what we see. But I do agree with you that, or not agree, but going off of what you last said, that DC needs a villain that can last longer. I want to see villains that last longer. You know, if you're going to have, Lex. I mean, you're gonna have Lex Luthor here and there, whatever. That's gonna drive me crazy. But
I think they know that there's enough fan hate that they're trying to fade away from him.
Darkseid is being talked about through Justice League.
Right, he was supposed to come up in the actual last Justice League. Yeah,
and he better last more than one movie.
Here's the problem: is DC's trying to lighten things up, right? And the way they're doing things with Darkseid is a dark character. You can't make him a light looking character.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Lex Luthor. No, I can't. I've never talked to a person who said, "Oh, this new Lex Luthor is great." Nobody does. People want to bring back Kevin Spacey, and it's like, come on now. So I think they might be. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Man, Kevin Spacey did Lex Luthor though.
Yeah, he did in Superman Returns. The best Superman movie of the last 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. He's now in Legends of Tomorrow, the actor. Okay. He's really awesome, actually. Right. Should follow him on Twitter. Okay. Anyway, so what I think DC might be doing is they might be setting up, so they do this Shazam movie. They set up this light character.
Yeah.
Then they're going to do they'll have Justice League and all these things going. They'll eventually do a Black Adam movie. Mm-hmm. Then we see a dark character, but he's played by Rock, who can be funny. Okay? So I think
he better not be funny though.
No, I don't think he will be. Okay. I think they'll do the dark character. Okay. And then they'll have to hint to Shazam in his movie because they look the same, right? So I think you'll have this dark character. It'll be like the first Thor, where you have this dark, serious character. Then you have Shazam come in, and he's joking around the whole time, and it's almost the lack of comedy coming off of Black Adam will be funny.
Makes it funny.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. Like, the villains could be super dark. I'm okay with that. Like you're saying, Darkseid is a super dark character. Cool, as long as you have the cast on the opposite end that can make some jokes here and there. And I'm not a big joke person, at least in like the movies that Marvel's doing right now. But it is a nice little. When Guardians of the Galaxy does their funny touch to the seriousness, that's funny. But if you're gonna have Thor do it, you're gonna have Ant-Man do it all together, and you're gonna have Guardians do it all together, I'm over that.
It's a bit much. Yeah,
it's a bit much. So if he's Flash and his wittiness, and then Shazam and him being like that kid in a superhero world, I'm okay with that as long as we don't see Batman telling jokes now.
Well, I don't think we will. And especially Batman's a real good example of like what I like about Batman's humor. He won't say a joke the whole time. It'll always be bouncing off him. That's funny. And then there'll be one moment where Batman tries to make a joke. It doesn't land, and that's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like what Doctor Strange does. Doctor Strange will say a joke that doesn't land, and that's why it's funny.
Then maybe this whole new group is going to work out.
Okay, so another thing, too, is on the Shazam set, you know who's been spotted? Henry Cavill, which is Superman.
Like
So Superman will probably come in and say, like, this is how it's done, kid. And kind of do a little bit of a Tony Stark Spider-Man thing with it.
Oh, okay.
So then when Shazam meets up with Black Adam and then there's an issue, he's like, I better talk to my friends. And then he goes and he talks to like, hey, Mr. Superman or Mr. Clark Kent, you know, I need your help. And then he brings in Justice League and then we get a good villain.
Okay.
If DC does this, they might build up a good movie.
Hell yeah, man.
We're so worried about everything DC does right now.
I know. I mean, I enjoy them, but I want to see DC, besides Wonder Woman, with the Justice League, a new one that gets really good. I mean, I don't care about the critics all the time, but they don't get good scores, man, compared to...
And they're just not... You walk away and you're just like, this is what they did wrong. That's what they did wrong.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like Marvel, even when they fail, they do pretty good. And DC, DC TV kills it. DC comic books, my favorite comic books.
Yeah.
Please bring it to the movies.
I'm literally not reading... I'm reading one, but I'm kind of off and on. Actually, two Marvel ones. Venom and Old Man Logan. But my whole library right now is DC and some Image.
Same. And for me, for Marvel, is Doctor Strange. But,
I need to pick that one up, actually.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So it's just, I'm hoping they don't mess it up.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Glass.
Okay.
Oh, man. I'm hyped on this one.
Heck yeah.
So one thing I really like is Samuel Jackson's character. It's obviously named after him. And we're seeing a version of him that's all intelligence. And we're starting to see, my favorite line, I watched it twice right away because that line just got me, where he's like, I want to talk to Beast, and he's telling the guy from Split, I want to talk to Beast, and he's like, I hope he likes you. Then you can tell the Beast is like about to kill him, and over him, he's like, that sounds like a bad guy team up. Oh, you got me pumped. That was so cool.
Now, it's been forever, but why is Bruce Willis in this mix with the other two characters, in jail together? Because he has powers?
They're in a psych ward, and they specifically said in the beginning that she deals with people who think they have superpowers. His superpower, yes, he's unbreakable, but his real superpower is that when he touches somebody, he sees what they're doing.
Yeah.
So so he somehow gets caught up because of that, and because he thinks he's got super abilities. This woman's analyzing him.
Okay.
And then there is even a shot where she's saving him from water because that's his weakness. She's actually pulling him out of water. So I think like they get attacked. She saves him and says, "Okay, we do actually need you as a superhero." And then he like fights the two off or something like that.
Okay.
I'm just excited to see the mastermind behind Mr. Glass. I think that's so cool.
And I think if M. Night Shyamalan can do this, I think we get to see a perfect universe that movies could be altogether.
Yeah.
Universe of movies that doesn't have to be superheroes. I mean, it's kind of like superpowers in a way, but
gentle.
It's not. Yeah, it's not costumes, capes, and whatever. So it's gonna be a cool.
Well, that's the thing with the directing. M. Night Shyamalan, he made one huge error, but other than that, I've always liked his directing.
What was your error? What was there?
Avatar: Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah.
I almost just never would speak his name after that, but then Split came out and I started warming up again. But
yeah, I think Devil I was starting to warm up again. With the elevator, no one, and then when Split came out, I was like, okay, maybe he's coming back now.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I think he knew to like just stay quiet for a bit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he stopped putting his name on stuff because I think he did that one with Will Smith and his son, didn't he? Like After Earth or something like that.
Yeah, I remember everyone was talking about how he didn't put his name on it, but he was still.
That's post Avatar.
Yeah,
he knew to stay quiet. So I'm excited to see what they do with this. If he doesn't mess this up, this will fully redeem him, and I think he'll start getting a lot more offers.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want studios to step in because that's the thing is if they give him a Batman or something like that, studios will step in and mess it up.
No, gosh, yeah.
But I would like to see him actually step into the actual DC world or Marvel. You know, give him a character we haven't seen a lot of.
I mean, he does dark movies, and if you want to keep doing dark movies, why not?
Okay, so that's a good question. What DC or Marvel character do you think he could be a good director in their film?
Black Adam.
Black Adam, huh?
I was just thinking on top of my head.
So what's the one rule we know has to be in this? It has to have a twist at the end. So who's got kind of a twist story going on?
Dang.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I want it to be somebody that we don't see hardly ever.
I mean, I would like to see him do a villain one. Like if I would have picked...
I was just thinking of villain one, and I think...
I would have picked Venom if I could go back in time.
I think Dr. Freeze.
Dr. Freeze, really?
Mr. Freeze, yeah. Because think of it this way. Because you have this character who's really just trying to save his wife the whole time, and he's like killing people to like... Because he's trying to... You know, so you have like... I like the complicated character where you could actually show Mr. Freeze as a good guy the whole time. Yeah. Doing the wrong things. And I think we might have that.
Dang.
The twist... Batman comes in and kicks his ass. But I think that'd be kind of cool to see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Shoot.
All right. That's a good one. What'd you think of Aquaman's trailer?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just kind of whatever.
I mean, they're definitely brightening things up. Yeah. It's definitely more apparent.
He's like talking jokes and whatever quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, which is fine. I don't. To his degree, that's not the same kind of jokes as we see in other things. It's not silly jokes. They're just kind of like one-liners.
I think him jumping out of an airplane kind of confused me because what is we
Oh,
doing?
actually, I was so favorite about. Oh, I was super excited about that. Okay, so check it out.
Tell me about it.
Okay, that's a reversal of a superhero trope. So in the Marvel world, you'll see it a lot where there's a redheaded woman. It's such a dumb thing.
Oh, when he tells that redhead joke. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the joke came from somewhere.
Yeah. So that joke is that's in reference to what Marvel always does. Marvel always has a redheaded woman in a plane saying bye to somebody who inappropriately jumps out of a plane. It's stupid, but it's in like 7 more Marvel movies. It's crazy.
I guess Tony Stark.
Pepper Potts and Tony Stark do it. I
remember that one.
Scarlet Witch, why can I not remember? Black Widow and Captain America do it twice or something like that. Mm-hmm. Go back. It's in like a ton of the movies.
That is kind of funny now.
Yeah, where like Black Adam. God, we said too many names. Captain America's talking to Scarlet Witch in like the first Avengers or whatever, and he's like, "That's a god down there." Scarlet Witch says, "There's only one god. He doesn't wear a cape or whatever." And he jumps out. That's one of them. Tony Stark's like, "Will you marry me?" Jumps out. Always things like that. And so in Justice League, I saw that and I was like, "Oh my god, they're reversing the Marvel trope. They're making fun of Marvel." And she jumps out and he's like, "Redheads," you know. And so then he's like jumping in after her. So it's kind of a cool little like twist on it.
I was just confused with what's the plot in that now. Like they're jumping out. How are they landing?
It's unite the set. Well, I don't know what that point of that is. Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm just him out in the middle of the desert. It looked like
which I guess would be a weakness. Not a lot of water or fish around.
Yeah. So that one hasn't.
Like cactus start to bend over or whatever to him. I did.
Get out of here.
I did like that little Harry Potter piece where he's a kid and he's like sitting there talking to the fish or whatever, and the kids start making fun of him.
Oh yeah,
and the shark just like boom, boom, boom starts hitting on that wall.
That was kind of.
It reminds me of Harry Potter with the snake.
Man, you're right. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah,
that's good actually.
So that was kind of cool.
And I think what's his wife's name again? Well, okay, so we're getting. I didn't really realize this, and it kind of made sense from the first Justice League movie, is that he's not really the king yet of Atlantis.
No.
No, yeah.
No, he's the outsider right now, yeah.
Yeah, because when I was watching Justice League, I was like, all right, whatever. I feel like maybe there should have been more interaction with him and his wife or whatever.
No,
but they're not even married yet either. Huh?
No. It's all... So the Justice League was before this. This will be him becoming the king. That's why he didn't have his correct colors of Justice League either. He's going to end up... They've talked about how this... He's going to end up with the green suit, yellow gloves afterwards.
Oh, man.
Because that's King Atlan's...
Got goosebumps now from that. I don't know. I'm kind of down for that. Just see that same outfit, but those colors, I'm down for that. Yeah.
King Atlan, that's actually his uniform, which was the first king of Atlantis. Okay. And the whole point is to find that armor and his trident. That's the whole point of this new movie and stuff like that. To unite the seven seas.
Okay.
I hope they... Be careful with the CGI. It looked like one of them, the Seahorse versus Shark War. Saying that word sounds weird.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard not to do CGI on all those water scenes, like when they're driving on the freeway and that whole big wave comes up.
Yeah, I just hope that they're real careful with it. And it's a trailer, so usually trailer CGI is not up to what the movie will be, but just kind of be gentle with it and get good at it.
I mean, James Wan's doing it, so I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then I was really impressed with Black Manta's uniform. Yeah,
a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's gonna look like the comic book or whatever, and kind of cartoony looking with the big head." But I love the comic book, so I don't have a problem.
Well, with that. I do too. But I thought that wouldn't come out very well on film. But then when you see when you see him on film, and he's like shooting at the top of that building and it blows up. Like they bulked up the rest of his outfit enough to where the helmet makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So it actually, and then like the laser beams, like it looked good. It did look good.
I think his wife or girlfriend in the movie, whatever it's going to be, I think her outfit looks really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other trailers you want to talk about before we go into our top 5?
There's like so much to talk about.
I know. It was a good comic.
Harry Potter. I really want to talk about it just because
Fantastical Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald.
Grindelwald, yeah. I had to look it up. I just don't want Johnny Depp to screw this thing up.
Johnny Depp's in there.
He's scaring me, man. He's scaring me with his things lately. I don't know. I just don't like his movies. But it seems like he'd be pretty serious. This whole thing just seems way serious than... Well, I guess all the Harry Potters were serious at a point, but you also had kind of like little fun leading up to the seriousness.
Well, I think we're going to get a little bit of that. I think that's what he has, that friend. I haven't seen the first one. Forgive me. But he does have that friend that seems like he's the comical relief, right?
One, yeah.
So we'll probably get some of that.
They made this trailer really... you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah, I did. Of course.
Yeah. Seems a lot more... super serious like the whole time, though. So we'll see.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is instead of snaring in a new group of young kids, I think they're trying to continue with the audience that originally liked Harry Potter. So all those kids are now older, so they have to kind of evolve the story with them, I think.
Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't think about that way.
Yeah, because they either have to make it young and try to get a new batch of kids to fall in love with them, or they need to continue with the ones they already have. And the new kids are now older and need more CGI.
Yeah. The new kids need to catch up on. We don't care about that.
That's why we have like these, new villains and stuff like that. So that'd be cool. Oh, I gotta watch the first one, then I'll watch this new one too.
Green Goblin got shown off in the new Spider-Man animated movie.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that one?
Looks good.
You like it?
I'm excited for the movie in general.
Yeah.
They released that Peter Parker will be 40 years old in this one.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Old fart. Yeah. Yeah. So,
how do you feel about the Green Goblin look though?
I think it looks good. Yeah, he looks more.
Is it like a monster looking?
Yeah, it looks more beasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. Something different, a little bit of a change.
Kept the purple cape or the purple hat.
Yeah. One thing I do like is whenever it's animated, like this one is, you can test those things out and see how I like them.
Yeah.
That's the ones where you can flex your muscle a little bit more. In live action, we're so scared of because you're transferring over to something completely, a whole new medium.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up. But when it's animated, you kind of do whatever you want with it. We'll just check it out.
And it's gonna be released in the movie theater, right?
Yeah, November. I think it's right around my birthday, so that's why I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got Gwen Stacy and Spider-Gwen and everything like that, so that'd be pretty cool.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got the Godzilla trailer, last trailer I really want to talk about.
That on the top 5.
Yeah.
I love it because, one, we're getting all the monsters, so that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
2, it's just that much closer that we're going to get a Godzilla and King Kong movie.
Yeah, they've already talked about how that is happening.
Yeah, that better be a hint at the end of this movie, is that there's going to be just one more monster and it's going to be King Kong.
But what I really like is they brought up, and I'm not terribly a big fan of the old Godzilla movies, so I didn't really pay attention to the storyline.
Did you watch the last one, though?
Yeah, I watched the last one.
Okay, I didn't like that one at all.
You didn't like that one? No. Oh, I thought that was really good.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Okay. You know what? Nobody on Earth will agree with me. My favorite Godzilla was like Godzilla '98, Yeah, nobody will like. Everybody thinks now I'm totally not credible anymore. It's the Godzilla where they made him look like a T-Rex, where he actually and he walks around and
oh man,
they did the whole film in the rain.
Man, I'm gonna agree with you. I like that one.
Everybody hates that. It's like at the worst. I bet it's got like a 5% on IMDb or whatever on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, check that out. But so one thing I really liked about this one is they're talking about how they're Titans. And you could already tell the storyline. I could already tell you what the storyline will be. This woman who says these are all Titans, that they actually protect Earth and stuff like that, that they're here to protect us. Mm-hmm. And we've already seen Godzilla show some restraint, so they see that. So then they start helping the releasing of all these Titans. And you can see one of them's coming out of a volcano. One of them's frozen in ice. So they all have their different things. What's the name? Mothra? Whatever? Mothra?
Mothra, yeah.
Looks amazing. Looks super good. And then you could tell later by the end of the trailer that I think it's even her kid or whatever saying she's a monster. So clearly she thinks that, these will save Earth because they'll get rid of humans. That's the trick. And Godzilla and maybe a couple other will think, no, you can't get rid of humans. We could protect Earth without doing that. So it's different versions. Each one of them protects Earth in a different way. And so Godzilla's our hero, which is something we've seen in the past and other ones. Godzilla versus Mothra, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and all these things like that.
Yeah. So. I'm seeing on the Godzilla that they do it by stars on IMDb. Is that correct?
They should have Rotten Tomatoes on there as well.
Okay, I don't see it. Sure. But I see a 5.3 out of 10. But I got to look at Rotten Tomatoes.
That's too low. It's crazy. So that has, I can't remember his name, but he's the voice of every Simpsons character pretty much. But he's in there, and he had an interview lately where he's talking about how they filmed that entire movie in the rain just because it helped the CGI.
Dang, really?
Yeah, it helps.
How does it help the CGI?
Because they can kind of hide some of the mistakes in rain. So and then that's when you're watching the old Star Wars, and you'll see when they're shooting lasers, and sometimes there'll be a bright flash on the screen, and you don't really pay attention and see it. But if you're actually looking for it, you see them. It's because it didn't look good CGI wise, so they had to fix it or whatever. You're looking at that Godzilla now?
I'm looking at it from Rotten Tomatoes, 16%.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh man,
I loved that movie because
I don't have a problem with it.
I watched it.
I
watched it when I was in elementary school, so I was like, "Oh my god, big dinosaur, awesome!" I was super psyched about it. So I think it's what age you saw it at.
Yeah,
I wasn't. I bet if I were to watch it now, I'd be like, "Oh, this acting's terrible." Whatever, some stupid thing I need to not do.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want the girl. I don't know. I call her 11. You think she's gonna have powers because she gets pretty close to these things?
Would. Oh God, I would. I hope not.
I hope not. That's gonna be crazy.
I never even thought about that. That scares me.
She got pretty close to some of them, so I'm like, oh man, I sort of got if you turn out to be 11 on Stranger Things, we're gonna have issues.
I think most of it's just the fact that she probably gets close to Godzilla because Godzilla's supposed to be Defender of Humanity type of thing like that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what his title will be. But and we saw his atomic breath, so that's pretty cool too.
What?
His atomic breath, he shoots out.
Oh
fire.
yeah.
Okay. Fire. Okay. So yeah. All right, so let's. Anything else you want to go into before we actually announce our top fives?
No, I think that's it.
All right, so go ahead and shoot in your top fives. You want to go? We'll go over our five. Yeah, let's do that. So name your five. I'll name my five, and then we'll just go back and forth.
Man, I'm nervous for it, but my 5 is Titans.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm nervous too.
I was super. I don't know. That trailer is pretty cool. I was digging all that super Robin just killing everything and saying F Batman. But some of it's got me nervous. But I'm gonna put it on the top 5 because I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. My number 5 is The Three Jokers by Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok.
Okay. See, I mostly got movies on mine.
See, I'm just. To me, I'm excited to see it's such a big change in the DC world, and DC's been killing everything they do comic book wise. So I'm like, they got the Midas touch. This might be good. It might be a huge flop for them. We'll see.
Yeah.
What do you got for your number 4?
4, I am going to go with Godzilla.
Good choice.
Yeah.
That trailer was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That got me pumped.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Disenchantment by Matt Groening. The trailer for it, that's the animated show with its
with the Simpsons one you were saying?
It's just a really good trailer, and I've been excited to see it. And so, it's going to be on Netflix, too, so we can binge it. That'd be cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's going straight to Netflix.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I
love that.
Okay.
All right, what do you got for 3?
3, I got The Purge. Just because I really like The Purge.
Out of nowhere. Oh, my God. How did that get to 3?
I'm a big fan of The Purge. So.
I am, too, but not to that degree, apparently.
Man, I am. Man.
I thought I was a fan.
I mostly got trailers, but I didn't look crazy into the comics, everything going on. So I mean, basically, like we talked about, it's mostly all trailers anyway.
Yeah.
But if I was basing on trailers and what I'm into, I got The Purge on there.
All right. Mine, my number 3 was the Glass trailer. I'm really excited about that. Yeah. I think that's gonna be M. Night Shyamalan's redemption right there. Yeah. It's so good, and Even Bruce Willis, I've kind of been down on him lately. I really love Red and Red 2, but ever since then, I haven't seen anything I'm really excited about from him.
Yeah, I actually have not seen anything I've been excited from him in a while.
And then Samuel Jackson has been Nick Fury, and that's it. What's the last thing you've seen that was good at him?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So this is a chance for everybody to come back and be awesome.
Dang. It'd be nice to see some of these superhero actors do something different.
Yeah.
So, Samuel Jackson, yeah, you're right. I'll be damned.
It's
He's just
been a
like,
while.
he take the money and does the commercials and be like, oh, I'm cool right now.
Yeah, I mean, we all have his credit card now, but that's about it. You know?
Yeah. Capital One? Is that what it is?
Capital One,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have that.
what's in your wallet? not a sponsor. All right, what do we got for your number 2?
Okay. Number 2. I can't do a combo, right?
All right, go for it. You do you.
I just want to put Shazam and Aquaman together, but...
Okay, if you want to. DC movies.
Okay, DC movies.
There you
Not
go.
the series, but the movies. There was only 2 that they
That's
announced.
some cheating right there. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I can't pick from whom. I mean, if I had to pick... out of the 2, if I had to pick, I'd probably just pick Aquaman.
Yeah. Shazam worries the heck out of me.
Yeah.
Being so funny.
Yeah.
As comic book fans, we're just not happy with anything. Is that what the plan is? We just want more Dark Knight. Just give us more.
Oh my god!
Christian
Can
Bale.
Christopher Nolan come back?
Yeah, just
Like,
get
what's
Christian
the deal?
Bale,
Why do you
Dark
leave?
Knight.
Real quick, why do you leave?
I don't know, but we can use a Poison Ivy movie. Let's get a good Poison
Oh my
Ivy movie
God.
out of him.
I would love that.
Yeah.
You know.
It could all be about chemical warfare because they try to keep it grounded, and that's what
Man,
Poison Ivy
yeah.
would do. She'd create some sort of spore.
With Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
everybody.
man.
That's another thing coming out of DC Universe is they're doing a Swamp Thing.
Yeah,
TV
because
show.
they have comics now.
Yeah,
Or
so-
like a new release comic or something like that, right?
Well, they're actually doing a TV show called Swamp Thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of hype.
Oh, on the universe, huh?
Yeah, on the universe.
I think I did see that, like the name of it.
It's just the name so far. Yeah. My number 2 is Star Trek Discovery and Commander Pike. Mainly Commander Pike coming to Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about that. He's going to be played by Anson Mount, which if you may know him as the leader from Inhumans. Nobody watched that.
Oh god, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think about what the heck is Inhumans.
Exactly. I really loved him from Hell on Wheels. He played on Hell on Wheels. He's the main character from Hell on Wheels.
Okay.
Which is really, I love that show.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for Star Trek Discovery Season 2 and Commander Pike.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got for your number 1?
I think you probably know, but my number 1 is Harry Potter, or Fantastic Beasts.
Oh god.
And that's
not
just,
even on my list.
This whole list, but this whole list is just what I'm interested in. And since I'm a Harry Potter slut, I can't wait to see Harry Potter.
No slut shaming
I
here.
mean, Fantastic Beasts. So that's of course my number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. All right.
So.
We've all got our number 1s. Well, my number 1 is the return of Clone Wars.
Okay, you're right. We all got our own number 1.
Dude, that's such big news.
It's true.
I still got to watch Rebels. I haven't watched any Rebels yet because I'm a guy who likes to binge the whole series if I can.
Yeah.
Clone Wars. That's the problem. You haven't watched Clone Wars, have you?
No. I thought about it because it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on.
It's on
Yeah,
something, yeah.
and do it before Disney takes it back. It's so good.
Yeah, which
They-
we'll end up all paying for
They
anyway.
bring back Vader. Oh yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
Or not Vader. They bring back Darth Maul.
Vader is probably in Rebels, though, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
in Rebels, but in this one he's Maul is too for a little
Maul,
bit
okay.
apparently. But he's in this. They bring back Maul.
Yeah.
They have a great storyline with the Mandalorians.
Uh-huh.
They talk about the pirates, which I don't understand why there's not pirates in the regular Star Wars universe or Star Wars movies yet. They talk about the
From like the pirates, you talk about the mercenaries from like Boba Fett.
No,
Pirates, or
I'm
what?
talking. So okay, Boba Fett is Mandalorian. So they talk about the Mandalorian and Mandalore, the whole planet. That's awesome storyline. Obi-Wan Kenobi actually hooks up with their queen. It's crazy.
Okay.
Okay. There's pirates in the outside skirts of the universe. There's actual pirates out there,
Oh,
and they're cool because they have their own kind of society too. Where it's like trust only pirates.
Yeah.
And then bounty hunters have their own society too, and they talk about that. And there's this guy named Bane. What's his name? Like Cad Bane or something like that. Oh, I think that might be it too. I'm so good at this. And so a young Boba Fett is working with this gang of bounty hunters as they're trying to commit jobs and learning how to be a bounty hunter. And he has a couple friends that are like older and like, it's so great, dude. It's so great. It's really good stories. Really, the first season is a little bit kiddish, but then they kind of get onto the good stories.
Story-wise. Okay.
Yeah.
And this one is going to continue Clone Wars?
It's going to finish it up. Yeah.
Okay, so last season then?
Well,
I'm gonna assume?
they haven't said how many seasons. I hope they do like another 4 or 5. But
Okay.
the last season of Clone Wars
So you're
got
saying
canceled.
all these seasons are just the Clone War era?
Yeah, what I just said is all
Man.
through Clone Wars. Yeah.
Isn't that a lot for just one
it fits
story?
in perfectly. No.
Alright.
It fits in so good. The overarching story is Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, the two generals of the Republic. I'm trying to remember what factions at what time. The Republic hunting down all the Separatist forces.
Okay.
And trying to take out Grievous and Count Dooku are the main bad guys.
Okay.
So I kind of like those two bad guys too, so it helps.
So we're gonna for sure see Anakin switch to Darth Vader. We got to see that.
That's
right?
in the movie. Why would we see that in Clone Wars?
Why not?
Well, you do see throughout the show him do dark things. Okay. You see his slow fall.
Okay.
But you don't see the actual switch. That happens at the movies.
So then this one's in between like 2 and 3?
It's all of Clone Wars is in between 2 and 3 because Star Wars Clone
2 was number 2. Okay.
Yeah, and so it just takes off right from 2, goes all the way to 3.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really good.
Right.
So I'm excited. That's my number 1 right there.
All right.
Any last things before we head out?
No.
Even with just the two of us, we're over an hour. Man, we gotta work on this.
I mean, it's the topic, man. Depends what the topic is.
It's been a big Comic-Con. I said E3. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit us up with topics. We could always use more topics. If you guys give us a topic, we will put it in the Tupperware of topics, and we actually do it on a different color piece of paper, so it's higher chance of being pulled. Yeah. And tweet at us with anything you guys got, any comments, any suggestions. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. Give us an iTunes review. We really appreciate them. Every 10, 15 episodes, we'll start reading off iTunes reviews. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys later.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to The Top 5. You can find us all over social media. We're on Facebook at The Top 5 Podcast, on Twitter at The Top 5 Cast. We've got a website, thetop5podcast.com. We've got Patreon and Redbubble. We'll have those in the description. If you have any suggestions, hit us up on one of the social medias. Please give us a good rating on iTunes. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. See you later.